Welcome back to the quiet lesson. In a high-stakes professional environment, the most dangerous manipulation rarely arrives through harsh words, but through silent risk levers. It is when you are pushed to execute layoffs or cutbacks on behalf of others, pressured to approve unvetted technologies to bear the full fallout when failure strikes, or manipulated through moving goalposts in performance metrics. A strategic master always ensures that every impact is anchored back to the true owner of responsibility. Story 1. The Executing Blade Trap. Ethan was a corporate HR director in London. When the company needed to reduce headcounts by 15% to optimize costs before a funding round, executive leadership did not want to tarnish their public or internal image. The chief operating officer approached Ethan and said, "Ethan, you know the personnel files best. Please handle the layoff decisions yourself and announce them directly to the departments. The board has full confidence in your decisiveness." Ethan recognized the trap. If he independently finalized and announced the list, all internal backlash, resentment, and legal liability would fall squarely on his shoulders, while executive leadership achieved their cost-cutting goal with a clean personal reputation. Ethan deployed the strategy of quantified counsel protocol. He calmly responded, "Restructuring is a strategic decision for the entire executive leadership. To ensure transparency and mitigate legal claims, HR has developed a performance evaluation matrix based on 3-year data. I propose establishing a restructuring council comprising the COO, CFO, and myself. The final list will only be issued upon the signed consensus of all 3 members." Ethan did not decline the task, but he firmly refused to act as a lone executioner, forcing executive leadership to share formal ownership of their own decision. When assigned to execute a ruthless or high-risk decision, immediately anchor that decision to a formal council requiring signed consensus from all key stakeholders. Story 2. The Beta Shield Trap. Clara was an IT director in Frankfurt. During a digital banking infrastructure migration, an external software vendor pushed to accelerate the deployment of a new payment gateway that had not undergone comprehensive security testing. The head of sales pressured her. "Clara, clients are desperately demanding this feature. Just hit the launch button for live operations. If any minor glitches occur, your IT team can resolve them quietly behind the scenes." Clara clearly saw the threat. The other party wanted to use her system and professional reputation as a testing shield for their unrefined product. If the system crashed or user data was breached, the vendor would blame IT operations, while the sales department walked away after securing their revenue numbers. Clara applied the strategy of isolated beta containment. She replied with calm composure, "Any feature involving client assets must comply with strict security standards. To support sales momentum without placing our core infrastructure at risk, we will launch a restricted testing environment for 100 internal accounts for 14 days. The product will only be deployed system-wide once it achieves a zero-risk score." Clara restrained the sales department's rush, contained the testing within a safe perimeter, and protected the firm's technology infrastructure. Never guarantee an unvetted product or process. Isolate the risk within a controlled, narrow testing environment. Story 3. The Moving Goalpost Trap. Lucas was a director of growth in New York. When tasked with expanding into the North American market, his initial KPI contract was to acquire 10,000 new users in Q1. However, mid-quarter, Seeing Lucas reach 8,000 users rapidly, the regional vice president noted in a meeting, "Lucas is doing great, but with this momentum, your real target this quarter should be 20,000 users while optimizing operational costs by 15%. Lucas realized this was the moving goalpost trap. The other party was arbitrarily doubling the KPI and adding cost-cutting demands midstream without allocating additional resources. If Lucas did not clarify by the end of the quarter, even if he achieved 15,000 users, far exceeding the original commitment, he would still be rated as failing KPI. Lucas deployed the strategy of baseline re-anchoring. He calmly intervened. "Thank you, VP, for recognizing the team's effort. The 10,000 user mark is our foundational commitment in the approved Q1 strategy document. If the company wishes to elevate the target to 20,000 users in this run, I will require an additional 30% marketing budget and 2 operational headcount. I will submit a corresponding resource adjustment proposal for your approval before we lock in the new target." Lucas cleverly re-anchored the original commitment, forcing leadership to understand that higher targets require proportional resource investments, cutting off the attempt to manipulate performance expectations. When targets are arbitrarily shifted midstream, immediately re-anchor to the original commitment and request proportional resources for the added objective. Professionalism is not about absorbing every pressure, but about the ability to establish clear boundaries of responsibility, professional standards, and transparency in every commitment. Thank you for reflecting with the quiet lesson. If these insights bring value to you, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this video with like-minded friends.